What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation, but please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, y'all. So let's get into this whole situation. Let's talk about Master P and Romeo. The saga continues, and basically Master P is going to break down why Romeo is broken. He don't got no money, and also he's basically telling us that there is no way that Romeo ever took care of the family or ever paid his taxes off because Romeo didn't make that money. Because Romeo said that he was the highest breadwinner of the family since he was out here making money as Little Romeo. Okay. So let's get into these rap snacks. Let's get into the music. Let's get into this. So in any event, Master P states in his interview that if I was not taking care of my son, don't you think he would have said something long time ago? Yes, for sure. But you also said that if he wanted to know how the business worked, he could have just asked you, because you basically exposed or allegedly exposed that he wasn't making no money as Little Romeo. So therefore, he didn't understand how the business was going, how the business was anything. He just basically went by your rules, and your rules were all the money is going to be in a pot and I'm going to divvy it out to you like that. And Romeo said that he never seen any contracts, point blank, period. And Master P is making it clear in this interview that Romeo never seen the contracts, because why would he say, if you didn't understand how much money that you was making, how come you didn't ask me? You know what I mean? So he didn't know. So he didn't see any of these contracts, child. And then also Master P saying that there was no money to be made, with Rap Snacks. It was just a promotional company. So basically for 15 years, Romeo has been promoting Universal, because Master P is saying he created the company with this dude named James, but then, it was under Universal. So basically it was just promotion. So I guess the reason why, Romeo was on MTV or BET is because he was promoting under Universal, not getting any money. And Master P said his son never signed a contract with him or with Rap Snacks. Why would you let your son work for 15 years without signing a contract, without signing any money, or when they do get money, that basically he would be one of the founders or the CEOs, or his money would be, put somewhere else for him to get. So in any event, that really, I was just like, that sounds crazy. But Master P also gave an analogy when it comes to Tyler Perry. And he says, if Tyler Perry pays you $60,000 for a film and Tyler Perry makes $280 million, you're not entitled to that 60,000. You're not entitled to that $280 million. You're only entitled to that $60,000. So basically, that's what Master P is saying, that his relationship with his son was really, really business. And basically, Romeo got the short end of stick, child, in my opinion. But in any event, Master P continues to break down the situation. He goes, let's talk about the Nickelodeon money. Romeo said that he made $50 million. I didn't hear Romeo say he made $50 million. And then Master P says mental illness. So it also seemed like Master P is coming at Romeo saying that he's mentally ill. Okay. So I don't know what that means. And if he's mentally ill and you putting all this out here and you just lost a daughter, like, I guess, family ain't family. I guess it's war. But in any event, moving on from that situation, Master P says that, he'll pray for his son, but he's not going to do business with his son anymore. And also when Master P says that, when it comes to Romeo and him earning money and things of that nature, if I wasn't taking care of him, he would have said something long time ago. But Romeo made something really a point to put this out, that he couldn't pray in his house for his loved ones or his lost ones, the people in the family that was lost or doing bad things or had died. So if you're not in control of your own prayers, there is no way that he was in control of any of the money that was supposed to be given to him or put in the trust or supposed to be invested or basically gain interest on. But in any event, moving on. So back to the situation, Master P says that, you want to expose stuff. You want to expose this. You want to expose that. But he never said that his son was lying. Okay. He never said that he was lying. But in any event, about being exposed. Okay. I don't think he's calling Romeo a liar. I think he's just saying Romeo didn't know the business. Romeo didn't know what was going on. And he had no clue. And if he wanted a clue, he could have asked me, child. Like, this is like, so this is, one of these crazy situations when it comes to family and money. So Master P basically said that Romeo did not make no $50 million from Nickelodeon at all. He was on Nickelodeon from 2002 to 2006. So basically he said if you take from 2002 to 2003, maybe Romeo made $5,000. How much would that add up to? And then maybe he made $10,000 an episode, and you times that by how many episodes, and 55 episodes, it'll probably total up to $1.5 million. So basically what Master P is saying, and also when Romeo was working with Nickelodeon from 2004 to 2005, maybe he got a big boost in pay. He got $15,000. It still doesn't add up to millions of dollars. So therefore there's no way that Romeo could have paid my taxes, because my taxes were for millions of dollars, and he wasn't getting that type of money from Nickelodeon, especially not back then in 2002. And the highest paid actor started to make money in 2009 was Ariana Grande. I believe that's what he said. And so in any event, he said he's basically saying that Nickelodeon wasn't paying him that much, and Romeo didn't even know how much Nickelodeon was paying him. I don't think Romeo knew or had any idea. But $50 million, I didn't hear Romeo say $50 million, but he said $50 million. So I don't know if Master P said that he was making that type of money or whatever, because Romeo said when it came to Rap Snacks, his father promised him the company when they get ready to sell it, or he was going to be a part of he was going to have ownership in the company, and he definitely didn't have ownership, and he definitely didn't get any money from Rap Snacks at all. So I don't know what's going on. So he's saying that, Romeo didn't make any money. He didn't make enough money to take care of the family, child. I don't even know. This is just this is just too much. And then also he goes, Romeo's with my brother now, basically saying see murder. He goes, it is what it is. He goes, if he didn't know, he should have asked me. So basically Master P is saying all these numbers that are being thrown out from his family members and from Romeo is because none of them had the answer. Only person that had the answer was Master P. So therefore Romeo didn't know how much he was making. Whatever he would have told him, Romeo would have believed it. That's just the whole situation. Okay. And then Master P says he puts all the money into a pot, and basically everybody keeps taking from the pot. Like this whole pot situation, there should be all separate accounts, paying off this bill, paying off that bill, a trust for the kids, college funds, also investments and things of that nature. Master P is telling us he put all the money in one pot and he divvy it out like that. So maybe you had 1 million in a pot, and maybe the other person had 500,000 in a pot. Wherever it was, he was spending and giving it to how he feels to give it. Almost sound like a pyramid scheme. Okay. Sounds like a pyramid scheme. Like, what's going on? And Romeo was out here doing the work, but Master P had a point that, if it wasn't for him giving birth to Romeo, if it wasn't him taking it to these places, he wouldn't have had nothing. But yet Romeo had to pull it off, because you haven't pulled it off with any other child of yours. So he had to pull it off. So Romeo had the weight of the world on his shoulder, making sure that he didn't disappoint his father. He didn't disappoint his mother, even though they was going through hell and torment in their house, and there was all types of problems going on. Romeo had to get on TV and act like everything was fine. Romeo was hustling to get out the ghetto. He was hustling to get out the hood, because he had to remember them lines. He had to get on TV. He had to do all that stuff. He had to do all them interviews. You know what I mean? So, he's a pivotal part to the situation when it comes to Master P is pivotal in creating, but Romeo is pivotal in carrying it on, because I would have had every single one of my kids in Hollywood. They will all have albums. They will all be on Rap Snacks. They will be all on something, not just one, all of them. Because maybe you can get 2, maybe you can get 3, maybe just 1, but you don't know if the other ones had it. But in any event, moving on from that situation, so I'm just like, Lord have mercy. And then, Master P basically explains the Rap Snap situation, that it was just promotion all these years. It was just promotion for 15 years. So you knew that was a bad deal for your son. How come you didn't get your son out that deal? How come, okay, if you're going to be promoting Rap Snacks and Universal, well, Universal got to invest in a project for you to do to promote something else or promote another child. So basically for 15 years this boy has been working, not getting no money. Okay, Master P said they just started making money. So you're gonna tell me you had a promotional business for 15 years that basically kept you in a hole. Like, Lord, So you guys let me know what you think about this situation. And then Master P says that Romeo was out here spending money all over the place, that he was popping bottles, and you know how expensive that popping bottles here and there. He was in Chicago, he was in Miami, he was in California, he was living that Hollywood life, popping bottles and spending money. He should be allowed it to be able to pop bottles. You know what I mean? Like, for real, for real. But Master P says that it kept taking out the pot. Okay, so I don't know how much money Romeo had in the pot, how much other people put in the pot that Master P was dishing out. Or was it all his money? Like, what's going on? This, it don't sound right. So you have that situation, and then you also have Master P basically saying that Romeo doesn't want to listen when it comes to the LLC and the business. I told him to buy a car that's at least $6,000 in weight, so therefore you can use it as a tax write-off. And he wanted to buy all these small foreign cars and things of that nature. And I was like, okay, so he just basically saying that Romeo blew his money, child. I don't know what's going on. Then he says that when it comes to No Limit, when it comes to Romeo making 3 albums, only one really sold, and that was the one with the MJ, Michael Jackson sample, and he didn't get no money off of that. He didn't get no publishing. It was all just promotion. The Jacksons took all that money, okay? And he goes, the first week it only sold 99,000 back in 2001, and that's a failure. Like, Lord have mercy. Yes, he is gaslighting. It might be the truth, but it is gaslighting someone that you keep saying got mental illness. Mental health is real, child. And so he says, we spent millions of dollars back then on them videos. I don't know. You guys let me know if you think that Master P spent millions of dollars back on, Little Romeo's rap career when he made videos. You just let me know if they look like they cost $1 million, child, or who was the producer on the video. So if Hype was the producer on a video, we know it cost $1 million. And if Hype wasn't the producer on the video, it didn't cost $1 million. But in any event, moving on from that situation, he's basically saying that Romeo was a failure at a rapper, and he said he made 3 albums, and the other 2 basically together sold really nothing, probably less than 20,000. But at least Romeo's first record, it went gold because he knows it, because it was certified, and it sold 500,000. So basically, what Master P is trying to say is Romeo didn't make as much money as he thought that he made, okay? And he blew all the little bitty money that he made because Master P said he was making more, okay? Because he knew how to film shows or do things in Canada, cutting out the tax man. And basically Romeo didn't follow suit. He didn't follow in line. He's a disobedient kid, and so therefore this is where he is at, where he's at today. Y'all tell me what y'all think, okay?